Hey guys, I'm going to talk about a few things that I had to prepare before I came to Japan as an au pair. I already talked about visa in my previous video, so maybe check this one out because I'm going to skip it. After the visa, the next thing I had to prepare was my insurance. The insurance was so difficult for me to choose because there's so many and I never did this before and I didn't know which one I should get, and I watched a lot of YouTube videos and recommendations, and in the end I chose Hanse Merkur. It costs about 50 euro a month. I think it's okay, 50 euro, because they cover almost everything. Yeah, insurance is so important. I already went to the doctor two times, and I've only been here for about 1 month. So I get the bills from my doctor and then I send it to my insurance, and then in a few weeks I get my money back. And yeah, it's super easy and you get all of your money back. So please get an insurance, it's so important. And I've been here for 1 month and already went 2 times. 2 times, so crazy. The doctor knows me already. He was like, when I came back again, he looked at me and was like, didn't you come here 2 weeks ago? Very sick? I was like, yeah, I'm sick again. I'm so sick. I don't know. For some reason I'm so ill all the time in Japan, but I'm better again. My voice is a little bit, I don't know. Is my voice weird? Is it a bit weird? I don't know, but I'm healthy again. Just a bit of a coughing. Next thing is bound contracts. I had so many bound contracts that I had to cancel in advance because I had a bound contract for my internet and mobile phone until 2021, and they were not very happy when I told them that I had to quit earlier my contract. You can cancel contracts in advance, you just have to give them some kind of proof, or at least I just had to give them a proof. Just showed them my plane ticket and maybe get like a letter from your host family. I asked my host father if he could write me an email, like a letter, a formal letter of request. I have an annual ticket for public transport. If you have this in your city, then definitely don't forget this. I bought this annual ticket for public transport in January. It cost about 360 euro. I cancelled it in September, so I get back the money for October, November, December. So definitely don't forget it. I almost forgot it, really, I almost forgot about it. And I get back lots of money because I'm not using it, and you get back the money for the month that you're not using the ticket. Always tell your post office that you're on vacation or that you're not in a country for a very long time, because when you get important letters from public authorities, you sometimes have to respond within 2 or 3 weeks, and if you don't do it, you will get in trouble. But if you tell the post office in advance that you're not in the country, they will keep the letters and they will tell the public authorities that you're not able to respond to those letters because you're in a completely different country and you cannot read it. So however, the normal letters, the regular letters, you will still receive them. Like my mom always sends me the pictures of letters that I received, but it's mostly unimportant stuff like, I don't know, church. I also always tell my bank that I am in a different country. Doesn't matter if it's just for 2 weeks or 2 months. They will maybe get kind of suspicious if suddenly many transactions happen in a completely different country and maybe block your card. I just wrote them an email and told them, hey, I'm going to live for a very long time in Japan, so please don't be worried that suddenly so many transactions and withdrawals happens in Japan. That's what I always do when I go on vacation or in a different country for a longer time, just so that the bank is not very worried that it's maybe stolen. I have a car at home and I decided to keep it and not sell it, even though the money would be so nice to have here in Japan. But I decided to keep my car. If you have a car too, you have to put off the license number from your car, and once you put it off, it is not allowed to stay on the street anymore. So we brought it to my grandparents' place and we brought it to their garage. We covered it up and it's now sleeping there, and I have an insurance for about €2 a month. Yeah, so if anything happens in the garage to my car, it's still insured. I'm actually so sad. I miss my car so much. I drove with my car almost every day because I live a little bit in the countryside of Vienna, a little bit outside, and I needed my car to get anywhere. I need my car to go to the bus station, and I kind of miss it, even though public transport in Japan is amazing. But I love driving so much. Maybe I should get a car in Japan. I should maybe get a car in Japan. This one is maybe obvious, but I had to tell the public authorities that I am now jobless in Austria, so that I do not receive any kind of money from them, or sometimes they sent me jobs like, oh, here's a job, you can maybe apply to this one. I told them I don't want this, because I'm in a different country, I'm working in a different country, please don't send me these kind of emails. But you still have to tell them that you're now unemployed. The thing that took me the longest was the insurance. I think I searched for insurance for about 2 months because there's so many, and I was just so scared I choose the wrong one. But I think in the end almost every insurance is good, so don't be too scared and too worried about it. That's it with everything I had to prepare before I came to Japan. I hope it was maybe a little bit useful. I really hope that your journey for being an au pair in Japan starts soon, maybe. Bye bye!